ain't got me home from the club last night. I was gonna get myself together. I swore I was gonna be in church today. I swore I was gonna get it right. It can't be too late.
Help me, lady.
Oh, God. God, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Don't leave me. I'm stuck on. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. I need more time, God. Oh, God. It can't be too late.
It's over! We've all been left.
Welcome to another video.
Alright, shalom. Back for another quick hit. And first and foremost, as always, before I get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash, and double honors to the head apostles / elder bishops of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to all you sincere Akim. Keep pushing, keep believing, and keep the faith, regardless of whether people hear or whether they forbear. And this is just gonna be a real quick lesson. All right, I want to do a reaction to this video clip that we just saw. I first saw it on Elder Zaquan Manatazakba, his page, GMS South Carolina, 08. All right, and I thought it was pretty amusing. And he did a breakdown on it, but I also want to go into it myself as well. All right, so in the clip, we see Christians, okay, church people. All right, we see them freaking out, saying, I've been left behind. And this is this video clip displays what is known as the rapture. All right, to Christians, they call it the rapture. And really what it is in truth, all right, the Lord is coming to gather the elect. All right, He's not coming to gather Christians or anyone else. He's coming to gather the elect of the nation of Israel. All right, and the rapture doctrine, the pre-tribulation rapture is false. All right, the rapture doctrine period is false. The saints, who are the Israelites that are of the elect, all right, they will be gathered up into the clouds, meaning the chariots, with the Lord to be delivered from the nuclear fire. All right, but as you see here in this video, once it's pretending as if people have been beamed up already, and then everybody is gathering their stuff together, you know, getting all dressed up, going to church, trying to pray and all that. It's not going to be like that. All right. When the real thing comes, when Yahushai, who the word ignorantly calls Jesus, appears, all right, shortly after that, it's going to be all on nuclear destruction. All right. There's not going to be a second chance to get anything right. All right. The grace of mercy, or that the gates of mercy, all right, the second chance is right now. All right. The part that was accurate is there's going to be a whole lot of wailing, hooping and hollering, and gnashing of teeth. All right, because once those chariots appear and the elect gets beamed up, it says in that same hour shall there be a great earthquake. That's when those missiles are going to hit, and pretty much everything that's left is going to be vaporized. All right, it's going to be melted. All right, so I'm going to bring out some prophecies on what it's really going to be like. All right, and Lord's will, it is edifying to the elect. Okay, so first I'm going to start off with Revelation chapter 1. All right, Revelation chapter 1 and verse 7. All right, so as I said, a lot of people are going to be hooping and hollering, all right, because they're going to know, all right, when the Lord appears, they're going to know that they were not chosen. All right, they're going to know that the Lord didn't call them when they don't get called up. All right, they're going to know that they're not chosen. And then also they're going to know that they're about to be burned because, you know, the John the Revelator, all right, he likened it into figs falling from a fig tree. I believe it was him or Isaiah. Salaki on that. But pretty much it's going to look like, if you were to take a apple tree and shake it, all right, and all the apples start dropping to the ground, that's what the missiles are gonna look like. All right, they're gonna cover the skies, as it looks like it's gonna look like stars, all right, falling into the earth. All right, it's another metaphor that was used. All right, so they're gonna know when they don't get beamed up, they're gonna know that they're getting ready to die and take part in that lake of fire. All right. Also, the resurrection as well. All right, they're gonna see the dead rise up, and the elect that have passed on, all right, that were sleeping, they're gonna be beamed up into a chariot into safety, and then all the dead that were that are on the earth or in Babylon. All right, so like all the dead that are in Babylon are gonna rise up as well. All right, that are not part of the elect, and they're gonna get burnt with a nuclear fire with all the people that are not of the elect that are living. All right, so it's gonna be a great mourning. Okay, everybody's gonna be scrying. It's like, I don't know why I can't talk right now. Everybody's gonna be screaming and crying, all right, because they know that they're about to get burned up. This is Revelation 1:7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, all right, with chariots. All right, the multitude of angels is gonna be an all-out invasion, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him. All right, this is a reincarnation scripture. And all the kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, Amen. All right, even the ones that pierced him are going to see him. It's not going to be a secret where everybody just disappears out of the blue. Everyone is going to know when he appears. All right, everyone's going to know exactly what it is. All right, and even it says even every eye shall see him, even also they which pierced him. Okay, why? Because reincarnation. All right, those same Roman centurions, their spirits are back. All right, today. All right, the spirits of ancient Rome. Every spirit is recycled over and over and over. All right, that's the reason why it says that. All right, that's the reason why, a lot of people, they don't understand why we go into slavery and all that, and how the Lord is going to punish them, all right, for those things. Where they say, well, I had nothing to do with it. Well, no, you are your forefathers. All right, you were there. You were the one executing punishments against the children of Israel. All right, so you're going to have to, you're going to be recompensed for that. And part of that recompense is that lake of fire. All right, and then the many other evils that are going to come before that happens, because the great tribulation period is not going to happen after the quote unquote rapture, right? After the elect gets beamed up. Okay, it's the opposite, actually. The tribulation period is going to happen first, and then at the very end, the elect is going to be beamed up. All right. Matthew chapter 24, and I'll start at verse 26. I start 25. Salakia. Behold, I have told you before. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe it not. For as the lightning cometh out of the east and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. All right, so everyone's going to see him. For wheresoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered together. Verse 29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. All right. And once again, the stars falling from heaven is going into those missiles. All right. It's just a metaphorical speech, allegorical. All right, it says, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven, all right, the chariots with power and of great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven even to the other. All right, there you go. Okay, so actually the parable I was thinking of was actually here in Matthew 24. But anyway, so it says immediately after the tribulation of those days, all right, that's when the elect is going to be beamed up. So everyone on the face of the earth, all right, is going to go through that tribulation period. Let's get some more scriptures. All right. Now, when the elect gets beamed up, all right, when the elect gets beamed up, okay, Revelation 11 and 12 it says, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. Okay. So, yes, the elect has enemies. All right. And the enemies are Esau, Edom. All right. The so-called white man. All right. And these heathen nations. All right. These are the enemies of the saints. These are the enemies of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, the enemies of the angels and all of the heavens. All right. These are the ones that, well, really, they're the sword of the Lord. All right. But they're the enemies of the Lord's people. All right. They're the ones who persecuted us. All right. They're going to see the elect beamed up, all right, into the clouds, into the chariots to escape the nuclear fire. Let's read about this in another chapter. All right. Revelation 18:4. Okay. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works, and the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double." All right, so when it says, "Come out of her, my people," all right, that's literal. That's the same thing we just read about in Revelation 11 and 12. All right, literally, that voice from heaven, all right, is going to be calling up the elect to get beamed up, to be delivered from the destruction. All right. Revelation 18:7 says, "How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow." This is talking about Babylon the Great. All right, the great whore. All right. Mystery Babylon. Okay, verse 8, it says, "Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord, Yahweh, who judgeth her." All right. So that's when those nuclear missiles are going to hit. All right. And once again, only the elect is going to be beamed up. All right. I'm going to go back to that Revelation 11 chapter. Okay. And just to show you, it's not going to be time in between, like how in that clip where they, went and got the, gathered together at the church and everybody was crying out, "Please, Jesus, don't leave me." And it's not going to be time for that. All right. When that time comes, it's going to be just all out, once again, all out destruction, nuclear destruction. All right. Revelation chapter 11 and verse 13. All right. I'll read 12 again, actually. "And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. And the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell. And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000. And the remnant," okay, that's another word for the elect, "were affrighted and gave glory to the God of heaven." Okay, so that great earthquake is going to be caused by the missiles hitting the earth. All right, hitting Babylon in particular. Okay, all right, and it says, "And the 10th part of the city fell, and in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000. All right, that number 7 is a number of completion. So pretty much everybody who is not of the elect is going to be slain in the nuclear fire. All right, that's how the Lord is coming back. All right, when the Lord comes, He's going to have the missiles are getting ready to hit Babylon, and then also the chariots going to be burning people up as well. All right, that's in Jeremiah chapter 25 and verse 33. And we'll get a few prophecies on that. I believe this is where it is. Okay, yep. Jeremiah 25 and 32. It says, "Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Behold, evil shall go forth from nation to nation, and a great whirlwind shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. And the slain of the Lord shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried, and they shall be dung upon the ground." Okay. All right. So the Lord is going to do a lot of slaying Himself. All right. By way of the chariots. All right. So it's not going to be, the way that Christians think of it. All right. Now He's going to come into America. All right. Also known as a land that's known as spiritual Sodom and Egypt. All right. And the people are going to cry. They're going to freak out. Okay. Because, of the presence of the Lord. And they're going to know once again that, that the Lord is coming for their destruction. This is Isaiah 19 and 1. "The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt. And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at His presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it." All right. So when the Lord comes on that gigantic chariot, all right, code word cloud, all right, all the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence. People are gonna be freaking out. All right, and all that idolatry is gonna be burnt. All right, worshiping white Jesus, Allah, Buddha. All right, the Northern Kingdom, the Latinos and Native American Indians worshiping Mary. All right, all these idols are gonna be burnt up. All right, it says, and at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. That's why that's that wailing, that's that crying. All right, the screaming. All right, because they're gonna know that the Lord is not coming to deliver them; He's coming for their destruction. All right. Isaiah chapter 66. All right, Isaiah chapter 66, and let me see. All right, I'm gonna start at verse 5 and skip down. It says, "Hear the word of the Lord, ye that tremble at his word. Your brethren that hated you, that cast you out for my name's sake, said, let the Lord be glorified. But he shall appear to your joy, and they shall be ashamed." All right, because the only ones that are really bringing out these prophecies, okay, which is really the Hebrew Israelites, particularly those of Great Millstone, all right, and the affiliates, all right, there's a lot of persecution and people turning their back on you because they think your speaking is evil. All right, and that's Yahushua said that. He said, "Blessed are you when men revile you and speak all kind of manners of evil against you for my name's sake." All right, that's exactly what's happening. Okay, family turns against you, friends turn against you. All right, because you're not bringing out the cuddly parts of the Bible that people are used to. You're bringing out, the testimony of Yahushua, who they call Jesus, and his testimony is the spirit of prophecy. All right, that says that, Revelation 19:10. But so people are going to hate you for that. All right, but when he appears, you're going to be joyful, and they're going to be ashamed because you know that your deliverance is right then and there. And in an instant, you beamed up, receive your new body, and all the people that came up against you are going to be left to burn. All right, they're going to be left on the earth. All right, particularly in Babylon, to get burnt by the nuclear missiles. So scrolling on down. All right, same concept right here as we just read in Isaiah 19. Isaiah 66:15. "For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind." Once again, I said that cloud is another code word for chariot. All right, meaning a vehicle of the angels, quote unquote UFOs. All right, it's what the so-called white man calls them. It says, "to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire." All right, so that's how he's coming. All right. It says, "For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh." All right. So he's not coming begging you, please get right. Please keep my commandments. Stop teaching them my laws done away with. No. We're doing that now. Once again, the gates of mercy are now. All right. Once the Lord appears and the elect get beamed up, if you're not getting beamed up onto a chariot, you're going to be left here to burn. All right. It says, "For by fire and the sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many." Okay. "They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst." All right. And what this is going into. All right. People are likened unto trees. Okay. So it says that they that purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst. All right. That's talking about that false pastor. All right. You trust in him. You trust in his word. And you think that sanctifies you, because he's not teaching the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, those Christian pastors, they're not teaching. All right, they're not teaching the true words of the Lord. All right, they're not going into prophecy. All right, they're not going into end time prophecy. They're not telling you to keep the commandments. But our people, they go to these churches once a week on Sunday, and they come out of there feeling like that they're good, they're justified. Nope. It says, "Eating swine's flesh and the abomination, and the mouth shall be consumed together, saith the Lord." All right, so that tells you right there that these churches ain't got it, because they teaching that the laws are done away with. The Lord said it says that those that eat swine's flesh, all right, are going to be consumed. Because once again, this is only the elect, all right, only the elect has the spirit on them to turn back to the Lord and keep his commandments. As a matter of fact, once again, every prophecy, all right, leads up into this time, the judgment of the wicked and the deliverance of the elect. Malachi chapter 4 and verse 1. For behold, that day cometh, that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, all right, who is the proud? Esau, Edom. Okay, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the wicked, all right. They are the proud. Matter of fact, let's get this. Psalms chapter 123 and verse 4, I believe it is. All right. Psalms chapter 123 and 4. It says, our soul is exceedingly filled with the scorning of those that are at ease. Who's at ease right now? All right, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right, read about him in Job chapter 21, Psalms chapter 73. All right, these are prophecies on how, how Esau prospers in this society. All right, the wicked prosper. It says, our soul is exceedingly filled with the scorning of those that are at ease, because they're constantly talking crap. All right, they're constantly mocking and scorning. You guys aren't the Israelites. You're niggers. You're spicks. Right? Whatever they say. Constantly mocking, constantly scoffing. All right, constantly oppressing. It says, our souls exceedingly filled with the scorning of those that are at ease, and with the contempt of the proud. All right, the Lord calls them the proud. All right, Jeremiah 49, he says, O most proud, I am against thee. So the Lord is completely against Esau, all right, and all these false religions that he set up. This is wickedness, man. Full-on wickedness. All right, so the Lord said he's coming back to burn them up. He says, behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly, all right, Esau and 2/3 of our people, because you got 2/3 of our people taken up for the devil, all right, shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. Okay, so that means their seed is gonna be completely rooted out of the earth. All right. Well, not at this exact time. All right, but the people who get burned up, all right, they're gonna be. And if you're of any nation that's not an Israelite, and even then, only the elect of the Israelites is gonna be delivered from this. Okay, then your root, your branch is gonna be completely burned up in a nuclear fire. All right, here in Babylon, verse 2, it says, but unto you that fear my name, all right, the only ones that really fear the Lord, once again, the elect, they're the only ones that fear the Lord, the only ones that keep his commandments. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings. And you shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall. All right, that's going into that same deliverance, being beamed up into a chariot. And ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet in the day that I shall do this, saith the Lord of hosts. All right, look what it says, verse 4. Remember ye the law of Moses, my servant, in which I commanded unto him in Horeb, for all Israel with the statutes and judgments. So that tells you who this is for. This deliverance that it's speaking of is for the Israelites, all right? But not just any Israelites, the Israel of God, the Israel of Yahweh, those who fear the Lord and keep his commandments, all right? And he says, remember ye the law of Moses, my servant. All right, so if you're a Christian, all right, and you think the laws are done away with, all right, you're pretty much, you're out of there, man. You got no chance. All right, the Lord is not going to deliver people who, if you think the laws are done away with, you're done. The Lord's not going to deliver people who willy-nilly break the law, statutes, and commandments. All right, and yes, the law of Moses, which is really not the law of Moses, is really the law of the Heavenly Father, because let's just get it right quick. All right, Deuteronomy 33 and 2. Okay, this law was given from the Lord himself. It says, and he said, the Lord came from Sinai and rose up from Seir unto them. He shined forth from Mount Paran, and he came with 10,000 of saints. All right, the same way he's coming this next time. From his right hand went a fiery law for them. All right, so there you go. The law came straight from the Lord himself. So you got these Christians teaching against it. That's why we despise you niggas, man. All right. Because you sold out, your Messiah, all right, Yahweh Shai. You sold him out for white Jesus. You traded the law that is perfect. You traded it out for Christianity, all right, which teaches you can do whatever you want to do, and the Lord's gonna burn you. All right, Psalms 19 and 7. The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple. All right, once again, only the elect is going to think this way. All right, The rest of the world is going to be trying to find ways to justify them breaking the laws. Okay. Psalms 1 and 2. But his delight is in the law. Actually, no, I started verse 1. Psalms 1 and 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. All right. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. Who are the ungodly? All right. The people of the earth, all right, including Christians. They're ungodly because they actively fight against the law, statutes, and commandments that were created to make us holy. All right. They actively fight against it, tell you it's done away with. All right. So if you're walking in their counsel, you're walking in the counsel of Christianity, which is the religion of the Edomites, then, hey, you're going to be destroyed. All right. Verse 2, it says, but his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. Okay. It says, and he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. Okay, so, it says he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bringeth forth fruit in his season. All right, so when the Lord wakes up the elect, all right, especially the 144,000, we're bringing forth fruit. We are, literally saving souls, because those that have ears to hear and eyes to see, all right, they know that we're speaking the truth. All right, they're going to turn back to their true power, come out of the religions of the earth, come out of, Christianity, Catholicism, all right, Buddhism, Islam, all right, and they're going to turn back to Yahweh Bashmi Yahushai, all right, because they were really predestinated. They were predestinated for that. But, the Lord is using us as catalysts to wake them up. And Lord's will, that's why we always say Lord's will, this is edifying. All right, we're feeding the flock as the Lord commanded. He said, if you love me, keep my commandments. And if you love me, feed my sheep. All right, so we're the only ones that's really doing that, keeping the commandments and feeding the Lord's sheep. Now, let's keep reading. Let's get some more scriptures. Okay. All right, so the Lord is going to come with fire and with sword. All right, let's get this. All right, 2 Thessalonians chapter 1. All right. Once again, he's also, and I said this before, the people of the earth are going to mourn because he's coming to deliver the elect, but he's also coming to bring vengeance and recompense. All right. 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 and verse, all right, so like you got a quick phone call. 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 and verse 6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with Yahweh to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. All right, it's a righteous thing. And how is he going to do that? He's going to burn them up by nuclear fire. All right, it says, and to you who are troubled, rest with us when the Lord Yahweh shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels. All right, so to you who are troubled, and who's being troubled right about now? Okay, the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. All right, because once again, the proud, they're at ease. All right, they're at ease right about now. They ain't worried about nothing. They got the kingdom. They have the earth right now. All right, but the saints of the Lord shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever and ever and ever. When the Yahushua comes, he's going to snatch the kingdom right out of Esau's hand and give it to his people. All right, as it says in Daniel 2 and 44, I believe it says the kingdom shall not be left to other people. All right. So I'm going to read that again, 2 Thessalonians 1 and 6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with Yahweh to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. All right. The descendants of those slave owners. All right. Because they are their forefathers. All right. Those same spirits are back. And they're really showing their true colors with everything that's going on right now. All right. Supporting the Amalekites, the 1948ers, the fake Jews over there in Israel. All right, in the land of Israel right now, they're supporting them in their genocide because they're showing their true colors. They're showing that they are the same people, all right, that came over here and slaughtered and murdered the quote unquote Native American Indians. All right, it says, so it's a righteous thing to recompense tribulation. It says, and to you who are troubled, rest with us when the Lord Yahweh shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels. In flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High, and that obey not the gospel of our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. All right, and the true gospel, all right, and once again, the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. All right, Revelation 19 and 10. Okay, so You know, so with that being said, man, you know, once again, that's how the Lord's coming. All right, he's coming with fire and with sword, all right, to punish the wicked. Let's get a few more scriptures. All right, I got most of those already. Let's get Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5, and I'll close out with that. All right, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 and verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. All right, and this is going into the wicked. You know, they make no, Esau, Edom, they make no account of the labors of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. All right, you know, they had us in captivity, we built up this country. All right, and they got, 400 years of free slave labor. All right. I'm not going to say that term 400 years because that's a false doctrine. That's 1619 and 2019 nonsense. But they got hundreds of years of free slave labor out of us. All right. And also not only that, but, and I just want to qualify this, that 2/3 of our own people, all right, they don't make any account of the labors of the men that you see out there on the highways and byways. All right. They always constantly mocking and scoffing. All right, trying to find ways to save Esau. All right, and they're going to be destroyed just, right along with the wicked. All right, because they are wicked. They're not the wicked, okay, but they are wicked. And the Lord's going to get it. He's going to get at them too, okay, by nuclear fire, all right, and by sword. All right, it says, verse 2, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they looked for, because the Lord is coming back, and he's coming back with power, great glory, and he's going to burn them up. All right. And then the elect is going to be delivered. It says verse 3, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach. We fools accounted for his life madness and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of Yahweh, and his lot is among the saints? And they're not going to say Yahweh, they're going to say God, but you get it. That's the mind they're going to be in. They're going to be freaking out. They're going to be troubled with terrible fear. All right. Because they're going to realize that, we really were the saints of the Lord. All right. Regardless of how much they try to program the people of the earth to think that they're the righteous, that they're the saints of the Lord. All right. The only prophecies that they fit are the prophecies of the wicked. All right. And, we're calling them out. All right. Just like as it says, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. All right, and just because I mentioned it, I'll go ahead and get that. All right. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. All right, we're destroying the wicked. Okay, we're destroying the wicked with the Spirit of the Lord. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed. All right, so that means they've already been here. Okay, the wicked is being revealed right now, though. All right, through these prophecies, through the Spirit of Yahweh Shai. All right, because the Spirit of prophecy, okay, is a testimony of the Lord. Says, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. All right, that's happening right now. We are the mouthpiece of the Lord, and we're consuming the wicked spiritually. We're burning them up. That's right, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Okay, so right now we're destroying them with the spiritual, with the spiritual fire, and then the Lord is going to bring that real fire, that nuclear fire, and a concentrated fire from the chariots. All right, and he's going to burn up these devils, these heathens, and 2/3 of our own people. All right, so yeah, it's gonna be a whole lot of weeping and gnashing of teeth, crying and screaming and hollering. All right, because you're gonna know in that day, all these words are gonna come true, and you will know that a prophet has been among you. All right, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna close out with that. Lord's will was edifying. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. All right, Shalom.